Good morning out there. Bruce Kittle here with the Hidden Pearls Podcast, and offering up another Mindful Monday. Hope you had a great weekend and that you're in a good place. So let us join together, and then we'll just do a little bit of breath work and then a couple thoughts. So I appreciate you joining me. And so find your seat, whether that's in a chair or maybe sitting on a cushion, whatever that is. Relaxed yet alert, so you're kind of paying attention and dialed in. And then let's just take a couple breaths to settle in as we're doing that. Just filling up the lungs and exhaling just a little bit, just feeling your body. There you go. So as we get started, just also maybe just take a bit of an inventory, thinking about how present you are as you sit this morning with me. Just allowing all the other things of this day to just put them on the shelf for just a few minutes as we come together. As we take a breath, just inventory, kind of taking a look and a feel for the thoughts and emotions that you're carrying into this breath work. Again, just acknowledging them, not right or wrong, no judgment. And just, again, just setting those to the side as well. With another breath, just checking in on your body. Your body that does so much work, carries us, moves us, allows us to do things. And just checking in with your body, what you may be holding and where you may be holding that. So if we settle in, I'll hit the chime, and we're going to open with some box breathing and kind of come together with that. So if you'll join me. So we're inhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhaling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just let your breath come back to kind of its normal pace. And then let's do 3 cleansing breaths. So we'll inhale wide and exhale tall. So we're going to inhale and exhale it all out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. And we'll do one more of those. And then just coming back to your normal breath. Again, as we settle in here for just a bit of quiet, checking in on your body, what's going on. Again, where you may be holding things, what you might be holding. And just as you breathe here in a relaxed way, just maybe take your breath to those tight spots. Visualize that breath going there. And with each exhale, just releasing a little bit of that tightness, whatever it is that you may be holding in that spot. Again, with each breath, as we go into some silence, just recognizing what may appear for you, whether it's thoughts or emotions. And again, we all have those thoughts and emotions. Our idea here is just to recognize when they show up, acknowledge them, and then just let them pass by and not get pulled into them. And again, returning your focus back to your breath. So we'll just go into some silence here and give you a couple minutes. So maybe pull yourself there back, and with a couple more breaths, just returning to my voice, kind of feel your presence in the room, your connection to the earth, whether it be your feet, your hips, whatever that might be, just kind of reconnecting a little bit. A breath or two as we come back together. If you'd closed your eyes, you can sure open them back up, or you want to stay. Just a word, last week we didn't get one out. We had some power issues where we were located. Things kind of got behind, and as we're in the playoffs, we kind of got a little distracted, so apologies for that. And we're working through the 4 stages of performance planning. I wanted to just intervene, though, today, being Martin Luther King Day, say a word about that and just some encouragements. You know, being my age, I was a little kid when the whole Martin Luther King and the civil rights and all that stuff was going on. Really experienced it through a fairly narrow lens, through my mom and dad, my family living in Cedar Falls, Iowa. So things were a little bit different than they would have been in Atlanta and Chicago and those kind of things. But later on, I returned, went to Chicago Theological Seminary, and our seminary had a particular kind of bent toward the idea of social justice, and a lot of the work that we did bounced off of the ideas of Dr. King. And I guess I just wanted to encourage us maybe on this day to be thinking a little bit about his message, and people can kind of interpret that in different ways. I know for me personally, there were a couple main points to it that have really stuck with me, and I don't want to say haunted, but haunted in a good way, to kind of continually ask some questions. But I think the one was being curious about people outside of your own kind of normal situation. It's so easy for us to live our lives kind of boxed in, and where we stand and who we listen to kind of gets to be the same thing, and we have a certain perspective. And it's hard for us to put ourselves in the shoes of other people sometimes, and particularly people who might be suffering in one way or the other. So I guess just a genuine curiosity about humanity and the plight of others and other people's lives, and being willing to step outside our own boxes to engage and learn more and to try to understand. So just being open to that. And again, just because we try to understand doesn't mean we necessarily agree, but it gives us an opening at least to connect. And I think the second point was really about leading with kindness and love, neither one of which cost us any money. And in today's world, we often kind of circle ourselves up and kind of create these little tribes and loyalties and all that kind of stuff, which is all great and makes us feel good and those kind of things. But and we want to point the finger at some other people. So I think the older I get, the more I realize how common life is, and there's a deeper connection between all of us. Really, whether you want to think about it energetically and on the metaphysical level, or just in a relational, humanistic kind of way. But people want to raise their families, have a safe place to live, be able to feed them, have a decent job, be able to take care of things. And so I think that's a common desire throughout. And maybe we can all work together just a little bit more. And if we're leading with some curiosity and some love and kindness, I think in the way that Dr. King would encourage us to, and just to be open to the possibilities of coming together, might be pretty amazed about all the things that we can do together. So here's to a week of being open, being curious, and trying to lead with our fellow humans out there with love and kindness in all the ways that we might be able to. And when we get pushed in the mindfulness kind of methodology, if we get triggered by something by someone else, again, just a reminder, that other person didn't create the button. They just pushed it. And it's our job to kind of examine what the button's all about and maybe take the spring out from underneath it, and to learn more about ourselves when we do get triggered, and not to be blaming somebody else. So here's to a week of internal examination and external love and kindness. So hope you have a great week, and thanks for tuning in.